Hello, Fansplash fans. It's Jesse Swift, and I just got back from a super early screening of Aladdin. And what did I think about the movie? Well, the first thing I want to say is that Disney needs to fire their marketing team. My God. Take it away, Will.
Prince Ali, mighty as he, Ali Ababa. Strong as 10 regular men, definitely. He's faced a galloping horse, 100 bad guys with swords. Who sent those ghouls to their lord? By Prince Ali.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for joining me on my early Aladdin review. I was lucky enough to see the movie a couple days before its premiere night, and I was really looking forward to it. And I know there's a lot of people that aren't, or they were very skeptical because of some of the early trailers. I'm with you guys. That early CGI on Will Smith was an atrocity to mankind. But I'm happy to say that I had a great time with this movie, and I've been on board for Disney doing live action interpretations of some of their so-called timeless classics, and sometimes I think they've been able to improve upon it. I think it's too early to say for Aladdin, also that it's one of my favorite animated movies as a kid, that and Lion King, so ironic that they both come out the same summer. Anyways, the movie paid a brilliant homage to the original animated source material, and I know everyone's wondering about the casting. Mina Masood, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, the gentleman that plays Aladdin. We don't see a lot of him in the trailers, or we don't hear a lot from him, I should say. So I think a lot of people were understandably so worried about if he would capture the same charm and charisma that the original character did. I loved Mina in this role. I think he did a fantastic job. He had the charm, the brashness, and sometimes the naive. He was very naive at times. And then Naomi Scott as Jasmine. I wasn't really sure about the casting right away, but as the movie went on, and they gave Jasmine so much more attention, so much more to do in this movie than she was able to in the original anime movie. So again, something that I felt was actually improved upon. But of course, the big question is, how is Genie? How is Will Smith as the Genie? And Will Smith crushed it. I think he did a phenomenal job. You can never out Robin Williams, but Will Smith brought the same charisma, and crazy to say, he brought the same energy level. To me, it felt like the same energy level as Robin Williams, which is high, high praise. He gave it his all, and I think it's one of the best things I've seen Will Smith do in years. Sorry, Suicide Squad. And really, it was entertaining throughout, and there's some new original pieces of music, some new original plot lines. But honestly, one of the most refreshing additions to the film is a character that is Jasmine's handmaiden, played by Nassim Pedrad. Pedrad. I'm sorry, I might be butchering that name. I apologize, but she is from SNL fame, Saturday Night Live, and some of the biggest laughs came from her character, and I think she was a nice addition that was not too detracting. I thought from some of the trailers that maybe she would be, but no, that was great. Um, Everything that looked bad about the trailers was just wrong. Like, I guess I thought Jafar sounded terrible, but the way he came across in the movie was so much better. He was menacing and conniving without being a mustache twirling villain. Like I said in the beginning of this video, the marketing team did this film no favors. I would fire everyone involved because the trailers never reached that, oh, I really want to see this level, you know? And I think it, more often than not, really hurt the film. And I think it's going to show up in the opening box office. There's a lot of people that have already dismissed this movie and have no intention of seeing it. And it's really too bad. Go see this movie if you're a fan of Aladdin or if you're a Disney fan. Now, if you hate musicals, you hate animated films, and you hate the original, obviously this isn't going to be for you. But if you want to like this, if you want this to give you some of the feelings you had watching the original film, I'd say you definitely need to go out and see it. And they change enough things where it feels original, but then the things that you do not want them to change, I feel like they don't. So see it for Will Smith, see it for Mina Masood, see it for Naomi Scott. It is entertaining throughout. The action is fun. The humor is extremely well written. I have been very worried about Guy Ritchie lately. I haven't been a fan of his last few films, so I was nervous when they gave him this project, being that it's one of my favorites. But I do have to say, it's worth seeing. It's a great time. Take your friends, take your family, take your girlfriend, whoever. You're going to enjoy yourself. And that's all. Just great effects, great music, great acting. The script is awesome. A thorough good time. So that's it for me. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. And while you're down there, if you haven't yet, make sure that you mouse punch that little bell icon. That lets you know whenever we upload anything new, like early reviews or trailer reactions and things like that. However, until next time, I have been Jesse Swift, and may the film be with you. Prince Ali!